Hello there, Pisces. How's it going, you guys? And it's time for your reading. My name is Kelly. I'll be doing the read here. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I got all my cards and everything all out and all ready here, so, well, most of them anyway. Here, let me move this. All right, let's get into it. All right. What's going on here with Pisces? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Pertho. So Pertho is in reverse. This is like you're really up in your head. Okay. This reminds me. Pertho reminds me of like the 8 or the 9 of Swords. You know, it's like you're up in your head about something, and it's kind of like bothering you. This is like too much overthinking. What else is going on with Pisces? Hagelez. Yeah, this is definitely something that you're really up in your head about. It's really bothering you. Yeah, Hagelez is, it's like the Tower card. It's like you're kind of like you're going through some sort of a tower moment, but most of all of this is in your head because it's touching Pertho. Pertho is like, you know, kind of like in your head, sort of. It reminds me of swords. And what else is going on here with Pisces? Hopefully this reading gets better. You know, this is like the verge of the eclipse. So I think, you know, maybe this has to do with it. What's going on with Pisces? There's a lot of really crazy, super crazy energy going on right now. So, and then we have Legoosh, and you know, Legoosh is talking about letting go of what no longer serves you. This could be something. This could be something that's stuck in your head or something. Because remember, you know, yesterday, I think we got Legoosh in reverse yesterday, and I think the day before too. So, it's easier said than done when you're trying to let go of something that no longer serves you, especially when it's always on your mind. And if it's always on your mind, you can't really let it go. What's going on with Pisces? Yeah, it looks like way too much overthinking to me so far. Barcana. Well, now this is much better news, Pisces, okay? I know that this really kind of looks like, this looks pretty rough, really. It looks, you know, especially with Hagelez next to Pertho. Pertho kind of sucks in reverse. It's not a happy rune. But now we do have a happy rune right here, and this is Barcana. This is some sort of a new beginning that's going to be happening very, very soon, Pisces. All right? So I kind of have a feeling that this is going to like go off into the past. This overthinking, this up in your head where things aren't really going too well or they don't feel like they're going well. This right here is talking about some sort of a new beginning. So this is very, very positive. So I kind of like feel like, you know, with this eclipse, it's kind of gonna like put us into some sort of like a shift, and this is that shift. Now, Barkana is also a family rune. So for some of us, this could also involve, you know, the family. It doesn't have to be, but yeah. What's going on with Pisces? And then we have the blank rune. Wow. So this is different for everybody, Pisces. You see the blank rune touching Pertho? You know? Um, it's kind of the same for all of us, but it's kind of different too. You know what I mean? I could have somebody on my mind that I can't get off of that could be totally somebody else for you. This could be like an ex or someone else. It doesn't have to be either. It could be like a family member as well. Yeah. But also, the blank rune talks about making a choice, right? So there's something here. And, you know, I'm also thinking too, you know, the blank rune can be talking about something that you don't know. And it's touching Pertho. Well, you know, Pertho, the definition of Pertho is unknown. So you're up in your head about something. You're actually what this is, and I'm kind of like putting it together here. You're worried about something about your future. For some of you, for sure, you're definitely worried about the future. And you know, whatever this is that you can't let go of, it's very hard to, because it's always on your mind. You know, you already know that you want to let go of it, but it's like a matter of how. But the good news is, you know, this is in the fourth position. This is coming. This is some sort of uh, a new beginning. What's going on with Pisces? Arcana. I'm trying to think of it this way now. It's kind of weird. I can't really. I wish I could describe that. So this is like. It's most likely has to do with somebody in your family. Um, like I say, it could be like an ex too, but it could be somebody else as well. But when I see Barkana twice, it's kind of like making me think, is this somebody in the family? Because you know, Barkana is a family rune. It doesn't mean that it has to be anybody in the family. It is just a higher possibility that it is when I see it more than once. And when it's in reverse, it's talking about some sort of a delay. So you know, this could be also like something like finding something out. You know, this could be like finding something out, or something like for something like some sort of a closure, so you can have some sort of a new beginning. Well, Pisces. And then we have Elhaz. Elhaz is Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with somebody that has Scorpio in their chart. Doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, Pisces. I'm just calling the signs out that I see. Yeah, this is really kind of positive, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this person, whoever this person is, you know, whoever this person is, this is talking about protection, Pisces. What's going on with Pisces? Gable. Well, I can tell you one thing here, Pisces. Whoever this other person is here, and I don't know who that is, it's different for everybody, but the energy that I'm picking up right here, this person means you no harm. This person actually, this person may actually love you. This person wants to protect you. This person may have something for you, but it's been delayed. Just temporary. And then you have Urus. Yeah, if this person doesn't love you, Pisces, this person definitely wants some sort of a blessing. They want some sort of a blessing with you. Yeah, that's what I can kind of see. And with Urus there at the end, Urus is, this is Urus, Pisces. Urus is strength. This is pure strength. You know, and I feel that, you know, we've been very, very strong through whatever this emotional turmoil here is. This seems like some sort of an emotional turmoil. It really does. You know, and, you know, I can't really say let go of what doesn't serve you, because if it keeps coming to your head, you can't really do it. But just know this, that something's going on here in this shift. This is a shift. I feel that this is a shift. Yeah. And it's been a long time coming. This is like Barcana here on this end too. So, yeah, and there could be some sort of a decision that you need to make as well. Yeah, there could be something like that. Let's pull some cards out. Let's see what else. And you guys, you know, I don't normally mention this, but if, you know, and I've had a few people ask me if I do private readings, and yes, I do. It's in the description in my in every video that I put out. It's in the description, and there's an email there that you can contact me with if that's what you're looking for. Yeah. I know most people don't go to the About page and actually read, you know, but yeah, that's where all the information is for me. So what's going on with Pisces? So we have the Knight of Swords. This could be somebody that's, you know, races in, you know, quickly. Yeah. What else is going on with Pisces? Oh, you got the three of Swords. Yeah, that's kind of grim. Yeah, the Three of Swords is heartbreak, and you know, it's not a happy card. The good thing about this card, though, is it has Digaz right there. And that's major transformation. So, you know, I feel that something is going to be transformed here very, very shortly. Let's get another card here. What's going on with Pisces? The Five of Wands. Five of Wands. This could be some sort of a conflict or some sort of competition. What else? What else is going on here with Pisces? You got the Wheel of Fortune. Well, now that's good news. It looks to me like things are turning around, Pisces. This is a shift. See, like I was talking about up here, a shift. This is a shift. This is our shift. We're coming out of this this funk, all this funk over here, this emotional. This is some sort of an emotional turmoil. You can tell by the cards, and I can tell by Perthol next to Hagilez as well. This is some sort of an emotional turmoil here. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, Pisces. And this is the shift. You're shifting away from this. Well, that's good news. I was like, gosh, this reading can't be that bad, can it? Well, you know, it probably feels like it because a lot of you are really up in your head. Don't worry, this is just the part of the shift, okay? What else? You got the Justice card. So the Justice is talking about, you know, whatever the deal here is, the truth is going to come out, okay? The truth is going to come out, and you're going to have clarity and some sort of closure. See, remember I was like feeling like this was some sort of closure that never happened, that's just sitting there that needs to be closed, some sort of closure on something, some sort of clarity. Yeah. And I really like this here too because, you know, Justice has Tiwaz on there. That's victory. So this is looking very, very positive. So whatever this is here on your mind, Pisces, you're shifting away from it. See the Wheel of Fortune, and then you're going to have clarity. Right now, you don't have clarity whatsoever, or any closure or anything, because I see Pertho wide open there with the blank rune. What's going on with Pisces? And then you got the Six of Wands. See, this Justice is going to lead to success. So you're going to have great success, Pisces. This is a shift, like I said. Yes, indeed. Let's get some more cards here. Judgment. Judgment. Can you guys see those? Maybe I should pull these up a little bit more. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, Judgment. Here's Judgment. Major Arcana. It's got Ingwaz on there. Ingwaz is something that's going to propel you forward in a major way. Ingwaz is, you know, the runes, they don't have major and minor arcana like the tarot do, but they have runes like the sun and Ingwaz, and those are, you know, kind of major runes. What else is going on with Pisces? Got the Judgment card. Judgment. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, huh? You know, I like this Knight of Cups. Look at this. He's got Wang Yu and he's got Gabo on there. This is a blessing and some sort of happiness. You know, this is some sort of an emotional something. You know, the cups are emotional. What else? Death. Well, now, I like that. It's got Anzus on there, too. Look at the Death card. Yeah. The death means it's the end. See, this is the shift right here. This is the shift. With the death card right there. Let's get one more card here. Okay, you got temperance. See, this is an emotional balance coming into fruition. This is you know, after this victory and this success from your justice here, this is your emotional change. It's emotional change. Yeah. And it's a major transformation because, you know, you've got the judgment here and the death card. That's major. That's super major. Things are really majorly changing, and it's an emotional balance. You know, see, you have the cups right here. The emotional balance, it's a blessing and makes you happy. And you see temperance right here. See temperance? Temperance is talking about balance. And you can see all the little baby little gases floating around all around her. This is a major transformation, and it's like a life-changing transformation, actually, Pisces, because it's not just one or two little gases. It's like a whole field of them. It's your whole life. It's every aspect in your life that is changing, because we've shifted it. We're about ready to shift into this new ordeal. What else? Wow, see, look at this, the Four of Wands. So, you know, Pisces, you can't really go wrong with that. The Four of Wands, this is like, you know, 11-11, you're on the right track. There's Barcana again. This is this new beginning. This is stability, okay? And this is balance. Stability and balance. Yeah. What else? Let's get one more card. Uh-oh. We got the Eight of Swords. You know what that's telling me, Pisces? This is telling me that you still have some doubts or limiting beliefs. Yeah. And you need to get rid of those limiting beliefs and those doubts. And just know that this shift is going to lead you to joy and stability. Just know it. Know it in your head. This is kind of like doubts. This is doubts. All right? Everybody gets a little bit of doubts, but, you know, the way the cards are, I mean, that's all that is. It's in your head. Trust yourself, Pisces. Trust the process and know that this shift is leading you to happiness. It is. At the bottom of the deck, look at that. You know, you got the Sun and the High Priestess. Wow, the Sun and the High Priestess. I mean, that's crazy. So Pisces, this is just a super awesome reading, really. It's just, you know, right now, I feel that a lot of us are really up in their head, okay? And we need this shift. We really need this shift, and it's coming, right? We got a couple eclipses going on here, so, you know, I think the first one is tomorrow. So, you know, things are going to start changing. And this is a major transformation. Yeah. This could even be talking about maybe, you know, I just kind of like something in the back of my head told me, you know, maybe some of you could be actually even like moving. Yeah. Let's get one of these. Here. Just don't have any doubts. If you're going to be moving somewhere, you may have some doubts about some things, but just trust. Just trust that, you know, this is going to lead you to a place of, you know, more stability and you know, better chapter of your life. And it says right here, you are good enough, full moon in Virgo, which is really quite interesting now, isn't it? Because we have this full moon in Virgo coming up tomorrow. It's a blood moon, I think, isn't it? Isn't that a blood moon? Blood moon eclipse in Virgo. Yes, indeed. Let's get one more. You are very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon, Pisces. You're very close to achieving your goal. Well, there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to get right here into the birthday extended readings now, and we'll take her from here. Now, Pisces, we have 3 different runes for our birthdays. And the first one we have here is Soilo. And that is for Pisces that are born February 19th to February 27th. So if you're born during those dates, that's going to be your birthday rune. The next rune we have here is Tiwaz, and that's for Pisces born February 28th to March 14th. So if you're born during those dates, this is your rune. And lastly, we have Barkana, and this is for Pisces born March 15th to March 20th. So if you're born during those dates, that will be your rune. All right, so let's pull some cards out here, and pull the runes last. It was kind of interesting pulling the runes last. I kind of like enjoyed that. It kind of made me feel a little bit awkward, but because it's so different. But it makes more sense because I end up having to pull the rune off anyway. So we'll just pull the cards first. These are runes here, by the way, Pisces. If you're new, these are called the Warm runes. They're from Ireland and Scotland, and they're from Ireland and Scotland long before it was ever Ireland and Scotland. Like around before Roman Empire times. Yeah, long time ago. On is a really good rune. On is talking about hang on here, Pisces. I gotta grab my book. There it is. I think on is like is a sexual rune. I'm not really sure here. Let's see what it says. This is the ash tree, okay, and it's also got a corresponding tree called gorse, all right? And the meaning of this rune is spiritual paths. It's also, like I said, it could be sexual. It says lust, arousal, spiritual guidance, and movement. And on also represents the health and vitality of intimacy and sexuality. So yeah. And it's just basically says that, don't be afraid to go for what you want. I like that. Let's get another one. What else is going on here with Pisces? Ebad. I think that is Ebad. Let's see what it says here. That's one of the newer runes. These are some of these runes are older than others. But that's this is like a few hundred years newer. All right, so this is a really good rune here, Pisces, and let me see here. It's called the trembling aspen tree. I didn't even know that there was such thing. I just figured it was an aspen tree, but I guess there's a couple of different kinds. The meaning of this particular rune means spiritual wisdom, strength, and intelligence to overcome small daily problems. And I'm thinking also here on is talking about spiritual paths. So this very well could be very, very spiritual. All right, all together with both of them for sure. what the meaning is, spiritual, it says spiritual wisdom, strength, and intelligence to overcome small daily problems, and reaching the enlightenment phase of spiritual commitment and the ability to be in harmony with those around you. And Ebad is a symbol of inner peace and harmony with the world outside. Ebad represents our ability to deal with and overcome difficulties. Trembling aspen is a very strong tree that bends as the wind blows but doesn't break. Ebad also reminds us the importance of living in harmony with the world around us. Wow. That's kind of cool. Let's see what else. Alim. Let's see what Alim has to say. And I notice that, Barkana here, the meaning of Barkana is birth, okay? Somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could definitely be pregnant because now I see this. And you can see that she's pregnant. She's definitely pregnant. And that looks like the pine tree to me, but I'm not sure. Let's find out. It looks like pine tree. Yeah, it sure is. It says silver fir or pine tree. And the meaning of this particular rune is joy, excitement, euphoria, creation, pregnancy, and spiritual awakening. So I notice that all three of these cards are talking about spiritual awakening. This is a very spiritual time with this this shift. It's going to be a very spiritual shift. It says here, you might be at the threshold for something new and exciting, but be patient. Fir tree is known for its height and gives you a beautiful perspective that can change your opinion easily. Alim will make you rise above your current position and see things more clearly from above. And I like that because, we had the justice card there that, finally being able to see the truth, see things clearly. Sorry, you guys, I had to let the doggy out. He smells food out there. So he wants out. He's got to go out to get the food or go out there and smell the food. All right, what else is going on with Pisces? Let's get some shadow cards here. Arrogance. Inability to see your flaws. Know your limitations while trying to learn and improve. All right? These cards really make me think. But I like them, though, because it pulls it up to the surface so it can be washed away. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to wash this away. But, it's going to happen. What's going on with Pisces? What does that say? Adaptability. Think outside the box and find creative solutions to life's challenges. Get one more. Self-reflection. Looking inwards helps you see what to improve to make better choices. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. And these are shadow cards. So that the only one that I can really see that is hardcore shadow is that arrogance. This one here. The other ones are just kind of like, it's more soul. These are called the soul. They're soul cards and they're also shadow cards. So it's kind of like a mix. And the ones I have right now, these are just regular oracle cards. So what's going on with Pisces? Stay true. Stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. So stay true to yourself, Pisces. Let's get another card. I like that one. Rejuvenate yourself. Know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself. You have full permission to rest and say no. And I feel a lot of you need that too. You know, when I started doing the reading, I started to yawn, and that's usually a surefire sign that somebody that's watching me is really kind of tired and needs some sleep. What else is going on with Pisces? The pause is the shift. And here we go again with more shift. This is a big shift that we're going through, Pisces. Your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you. Pause to reconnect with your power and then follow the pull of your destiny. Man, that's powerful, you guys. I really like that. Let's get some runes out here now and see what else. All right. So what's going on with Pisces? Got Awaz. Awaz is the death rune. And the death rune is really super awesome. This is like a brand new beginning. Rebirth. Brand new beginning. You know, the past is gone. The past is gone and a new beginning is starting. See right there with the Wheel of Fortune? Finally, huh? Let's see what else. What's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces? The blank rune. The blank rune. That is a blank, isn't it? Yeah, that's blank. That's about as blank as you get. There's the blank rune. Yeah. So, you know, the blank rune is a choice or something that you don't know. But in most cases, and especially what I feel right here, I always go with what I feel the first. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw, oh my gosh. It is not the blank rune, it's Isa. Okay, well. So the first thing that came to my mind, Pisces, is that kind of like the same thing about this blank rune right here. You know, it's an open slate. But this is not a blank rune, this is Isa. And Isa is the precursor to victory. So slow wins the race. Gosh, that is so hard to see. I couldn't even see it. So slow wins the race, Pisces. This is a precursor to victory. You know, I see Barkana here in reverse. You know, that kind of indicates a delay. But it's not long, that's for sure. Let's see what else. So what's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces? Nathis. Nathis is lacking. Or it also means learning. And I don't really see much lacking here. There could be some lacking for sure for some of us, okay? But like I say, this is coming here. You see this Wheel of Fortune? Things are changing. This is a new shift. So you're shifting out of this. Yeah. What else? What else is going on with Pisces? Okay, so you got the man rune there. I'm just going to pull them all out and then we'll read them together. Got the man rune there. The moon rune there in reverse. And what else? And you got the eye rune for once upright. All right, so let's see what this has to say. All right, so it looks really, really good, honestly, Pisces. The only thing here is this moon. You know, the moon's in reverse, so, you know, but I'll read them all here. Let's read the eyeball one here since I opened the page, and here it is. The eye rune signifies intuition, clarity, and the awakening of inner wisdom. So, yeah, this is using your intuition for sure. Like the all-seeing eye that penetrates the veil of illusion, it represents the power of perception and the ability to discern the truth from falsehood, guiding us towards a greater understanding and enlightenment. So I like that. And I'm looking at the High Priestess as I'm saying that. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on here. Well, there's the man rune, so I'll read the man rune. The man rune signifies courage, determination, and the power of the masculine spirit. Like the steady stride of a warrior, it represents the strength and resilience needed to overcome challenges and achieve success. So this is kind of like reminding me here of Uruz. You know, Uruz is strength. And it's just having the power to go through all this, to keep going, to keep moving on, even despite the difficulties, which is good. Now let's see what the moon has to say. Okay, so the moon is in reverse, so this is talking about confusion or illusions and hidden fears. What did I talk about? Those hidden fears with the Eight of Cups or the Eight of Swords. There's the Eight of Swords in here somewhere. There it is right there. That's what the moon is talking about. Yeah, it's talking about hidden fears, and it warns of the dangers of self-deception and encourages us to confront our deepest fears and anxieties, shedding light on the shadows of the subconscious. So, yeah. Don't worry, Pisces. This eclipse is gonna change a lot of things for a lot of folks. All right, you guys. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow, Pisces. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye for now.